Cut it out.
Now.
Cut it out.
Both.
Cut it out.
You need to listen to us. Do you understand? Don't touch me. Grab her arm, please. Don't tense up. We can do that outside. Let's just.
On October 2nd, 2025, Orlando police responded to a domestic battery at Orlando International Airport involving a family custody dispute and mental health crisis. Under Florida Statute 784.03, battery requires intentional touching or striking against another's will. No injury is required. The grandmother displayed visible defensive injuries on her arms. The mother showed no marks establishing a clear evidence disparity.
Hey.
Hey. Yo. Cut it out.
Now.
Cut it out.
Both.
Cut it out.
Un momento. Can you just touch her? I know. Hold on.
Sí, mi amor. Sí, mi amor.
Who is she?
She's my mom.
She's your mom?
Yo sé. Está tranquilo.
Okay. Just, ma'am, just, okay. What's that? 179. Yeah. Okay, so what's going on?
I'm not going to say anything because that lady is going to say me. I just want to live with my kid on the airplane.
Okay, so what?
She doesn't want me to take my kid's passport. She was grabbing me his passport.
Okay, so you two are trying to fly out. Where are you trying to go?
Everybody, we're leaving to my
So all three of you, yeah? Okay.
No, can you tell her to
hold
leave
on.
my kid
Okay,
on
just
the
hold on, okay? Because I'm not going to sit there and pull the kid away and everything, okay? So we're all here, all right? Nobody's going to go anywhere with your child, all right? We're okay, all right? Okay, so you're trying to fly with your child and you are too, right? You three are trying to fly.
No, everybody is. We're just leaving.
Is she going too?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the issue?
The issue is that I don't want him to be with my kid right now. And I just want to make another line on the airplane. And I want to be with my kid. He can stay with her mom.
Okay, so you just want to fly in separate rows or whatever.
That's it. But
Okay.
I want my kid's paper with me.
You want your kid's paper with you.
No, just to land, to go to security with him without that lady, and that's it. That's it.
Okay, so
Okay.
why?
Can I tell
Yeah.
my version?
Yeah.
Okay. She gets pretty anxious when she flies. Okay, so we understand that. The problem is that she went into a crisis today, and she beat my mother. You can see her over
just
here.
Scratch me to take
Okay, let's
paper.
focus.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah.
And she wanted to take the kid by herself to Miami without my permission.
Hold on. Okay, come over here, sir.
I want to go to security.
Just stop. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. Go ahead.
And so we were staying at Spectrum at Reunion here in
Okay.
Orlando.
All right.
So we had to call security, and the sheriff came. So that was like 2 hours ago.
Okay.
And she said, "I'll go."
And where were you guys at when this happened?
Reunion.
Reunion.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So all this happened in Reunion.
Yeah.
So, but now you guys are all gonna fly together.
Yeah, for my mom it's okay, but
Okay.
then when we got here to do the check-in,
Right.
she tried to just to get the passport and to take again.
Okay.
the
Well,
kid.
she's the mother, right?
Yeah, she's
And
a mother.
she's trying to fly with the kid. They need the passport to fly, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so are we gonna do this the whole time for the next 3 days? Because somebody's gonna get arrested or something for something silly. Because you guys are, I understand you guys have issues, right? But it's not like she's trying to take off by herself on the plane and you're not going. All right,
She tried to take the
But-
kid by
yeah, so-
herself.
ma'am, over there, please. Over there now, please. Well, I will talk to you again, okay? Ma'am, come on over here then. All right. Okay. So the issue is this: so what's the deal with why can't she take the passport, go in a different row, and fly down to Miami, and then you guys are there on the plane? You guys get off the plane.
Okay, I don't have any problem. I don't have any issue.
Okay.
I don't want just to walk
Right,
away.
and I would like you
But
guys to too. I want you guys to get together, stay together, and get to wherever you
Yeah.
need to go.
Just my only concern is that right now she's in a crisis.
Right.
So I don't care. I mean, she can have the passport right now, and then we'll fix it. But she's not in. She's in an anxiety crisis,
Okay.
and I don't think it's the best way that my kid stay with his mom at this moment. We can fly everyone at the same time.
But that's what I'm saying is it's not like you're sending her off by herself with the kid. You guys are all on the plane,
Yeah,
an
yeah,
enclosed
yeah,
area.
okay.
I mean, she can't do anything on on
Yeah,
the plane, right?
yeah.
And then you guys are all getting off the same exit of the plane. There's only
Yeah.
one exit, so. And then and then after that, so why are you guys going to Miami? Are you flying somewhere else, or is?
No, her brother lives there, so she wanted to just like
Right.
go and stay with their brother at the house. It's not happening right now anymore. That option, but
Okay. All right. Okay.
I'll,
So no, I'm getting I get everything that's going on, and I understand you don't want to. She keeps separating more and more, on this travels, and you don't want her to be able to go off and, because obviously you don't think she's in the right mind right now. So, all right. So, what do you want? If you could say, okay, this is what I want to happen. What do you want?
I would ask if I can have the passport, and she goes on a road, and my mom, the kid, and myself go in another road. For
Okay.
me, that would be good enough.
Which is what you guys were trying to talk about, but she wants the passport and she's not.
Yeah, it's a little more complex like that because she,
Right.
but yeah, pretty much.
So what's it's I guess if she's got control of the child, she's in control right there, and whether she has a passport or not, I guess I don't see the big deal in it. I mean, enough to where we're going to get into something where somebody's going to end up getting arrested or
Yeah.
something bad happens.
Yeah, that's the issue because she beat my mom over here, she beat me over here, so now we're talking about something physical. So I don't want to get this bigger and bigger.
Right.
So,
Okay.
but yes, if we can do that, I'll be happy. Not just one row for Regina and my kid, my mom, and I, and another row.
Okay. What time's your guys' flight?
4:55.
4:55. Okay. All right, ma'am. Come on over here so I can say. So I can let me talk to you, ma'am. You need let me talk to her.
Kid right now.
Okay, you guys are the parents. Act like parents, okay?
Okay,
All right.
I am acting
just
like
let him
parents. He
hold your
just-
child. It's
he
not like he's
just-
running off there.
He just
Okay. So
called the
what
cops.
happened before here?
Okay.
No, he did not call the cops.
So
Ma'am, he
just
did not
called
call the cops.
No, her mother. I'm sorry, his
No,
mother.
she didn't call either. All right.
Yeah,
It's because
a neighbor.
no,
Because
it's
they,
because everyone around you is seeing how you guys are both acting.
Okay,
Okay.
because
So what
he
happened?
scratched me.
Okay.
Okay.
So what happened?
Okay, what happened?
Yes.
We were packing and they knocked the door and they say, "Can you leave in 15 minutes?" So he was like, "I don't know what to do." I was packing everything.
Mm-hmm.
He was doing anything. He was taking breakfast, the coffee, whatever. Okay. So we just calm down. It's okay. I was with my kid and said, "Do not yell to him like this. It's come up. I'm just carrying my kid." So his mother took inside the room and said, "Do not touch my," and I was like, "Okay, don't mess with my kid." That's it. The only thing that I'm having this, okay. I was walking and he wants my kid passport, so he grabbed me really tight
Okay.
to take the documents of my kid.
Okay.
So that,
And then what happened?
in that moment, my mother-in-law called the cops.
Okay.
Okay, they took me out the papers. Okay, and they were doing me like this. What I begged
This
her.
was down in Reunion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Then she grabbed my kid and I said, "Do not take my kid." She took my kid. Then they called the cops, and I said like, "Okay, whoa, I don't want any problems. I can go."
Okay.
Okay. They canceled me the credit card while I was talking with. I don't have any money with me because they had everything. Everything was with them.
Right. Did the
And
cops
then-
end up coming?
Yeah, they came. They came to Reunion.
Okay.
They took another car. They go on top of the car. They didn't let me on top of the car. I was going with them, so the cops took me out and they told me that I was I cannot be there, so took my things and go. That I don't have any money to go.
Okay.
So the security of Reunion took me to the Publix, and I called my sister that lives in California to take an Uber for me to the airport, and that's how I arrived to the airport.
Okay.
And then I was here, and I just want to be in another row with my kid because I don't want her to be with my kid right now because I am the mother.
Okay.
And
So
I was I was doing the check-in, and he also called the cops, and that's it.
no, he didn't call the cops while we were here.
No, she told to the lady to call the cops.
All right. Well.
And they took to us and they said,
Okay.
you have
Well,
to make
when
the
you
approach
guys
with the
are
cops.
starting to take stuff from each other right here and stuff and
because
probably the servant, they're gonna call.
I know.
They're gonna call the cops
But why
regardless.
Florida Statute 741.2901 requires officers to determine the primary aggressor in domestic situations by evaluating 5 factors. First, the history of violence between parties. Second, relative severity of injuries. Third, likelihood of future injury. Fourth, whether either party acted in self-defense. Fifth, comparative sizes and apparent strength of the parties. Here only the grandmother had injuries. Multiple witnesses corroborated her as the victim. The mother was clearly the primary aggressor. Florida Statute 901.15 authorizes warrantless arrest when an officer has probable cause that a misdemeanor was committed based on victim testimony. Officers had physical evidence, written statements corroborating witnesses and airport surveillance. Probable cause was well established. The mother's disclosed mental health conditions, depression and anxiety, provide context but do not eliminate criminal liability under Florida law.
I'm letting him to be
Okay.
with a kid instead of
It's
me.
his father.
But I
'Cause
am the
we're
mother,
taking
but
just.
I am the
I know,
mother
but just because I'm
also.
trying to talk to you, I can't talk to you while you're holding the kid because what's going to happen is you're going to be talking to the kid, and so I'm getting everyone's story. Okay, so just hang on. All right, you need to calm down because we're all here. Nobody's just running off now with the kid or anything like that. You guys are all traveling together. And the thing is it seems like you keep getting what you eventually want, but every time you do, you start to say, well, I want the kid with me, but I don't want you guys there.
No,
Okay,
listen.
but I want the kid with me, but I want his
everything
passport
with
also.
him because
Okay.
I give him.
Okay.
They took me the
But you guys are
passport
both the
with him,
parents,
they
and you're not
go
being,
with
you're not
him.
compromising at all, and that's the
Me?
problem. Yes, you're not. Okay, because they all agree to fly together, and then you say, "Well, I just want to fly with the kid in the
No,
row." Hold on,
in
did you
another
not ask
row.
to fly in a different row, right? In a different row, right?
That's it.
Okay, and they said yes.
To avoid problems.
But then you're like, well, no, because I want to do that, but I
problems,
also
But he doesn't
hold
want
on.
me to have
Exactly.
The passport.
So why do you keep
That's
making
the
other
only-
demands? They're letting you fly in a separate row.
No, they don't. They are not letting me. That.
Okay, well, they're
That.
gonna book you in a different row.
Nobody's.
Okay, hold on. They're gonna book you with same row with him.
But why
All
are you
right.
defending it?
I'm not
a
defending
parent
him.
that was scratching me all
What's
the
that?
Look at this. Look at this.
Okay. Did they give you a
Look
case
at
number?
this. No.
The police officers? No,
No.
they didn't. Okay. All right. So what I'm saying is, if they keep the passport and you're flying in a separate row with the child, is that good? You're a family, so I don't. I'm trying hard to realize why. You know, what happened before this to cause this strife? Because you guys haven't told me any of that stuff.
No, you can ask her. You can ask the mother-in-law if you want. It was something that it goes really big.
Okay.
Because he doesn't want me to take his passport. Because no, I know.
Right.
I know
I
why.
know.
I know why.
Okay.
Because my brother lives in Miami and my sister lives in California, and he's afraid that I'm taking the kid to another. But I don't have any money with me because they canceled my credit card.
Okay.
I'm not going to stay in the U.S.
Okay.
That's not my
Right.
plan, right?
Right.
I have a work in Mexico.
Okay.
He
So
has to go back to school tomorrow.
okay, I understand.
That's not
So
on my plans. My parents are in Mexico.
then
also.
why do you need the passport then?
And they're both.
That's the thing. That's what I'm
To be
wondering.
with him.
If you're with him
on inside the
if I,
airport to
and
have,
what I said, if they're gonna book with you and you're gonna sit with him
Yeah,
and you're
just to
upset,
go inside the
why do you
airport,
have
just
to have the
ins-
passport then?
just to go inside the airport with him, not to wait for them and to be all around together because we are right now we are fighting and I don't want to make this scene inside. That's the only thing.
Well, you guys are all flying
I'm
on the
so
same
s-
plane, so you
yeah.
guys are gonna be there, and your
But
son's
in the-
gonna want to
but
see
if
both of you
in a
guys.
different row, it's gonna put the level down.
It still doesn't explain why you have to have the passport and the child. It's like I said, you want everything.
Why he wants the? No, I don't have everything.
He said you told me why he wants it. So that after you guys get off the plane, that you can't just run off and go do whatever you want.
Because I want my child. I don't want everything. I want just my child.
Okay, and if you just want your child, they're allowing you to sit with your child,
Exactly.
and you're going to be with them the entire time.
Exactly.
So then again, so why is the passport that important? The only reason that would be is so that you could take off with the child and the passport. Would that be not?
Okay, is that
Okay, that's what I'm getting at. So,
but why you don't take the passport off him? I'm
he's
just
the child's father.
But I'm the mother.
I know, but I can't take stuff
Just
from
because
him.
you are a father and I'm just, I don't know, I really don't understand that part.
Okay, so why do you get it over him?
No, because he took me away the passport.
Okay, but I'm
He
saying,
was forcing me to
what I'm
take-
saying is,
because I was,
what I'm saying is
Alright.
this. Listen to me. There's a passport belongs to your son. You both have equal rights to that passport since you're both mother and father.
Yeah.
Why should I take it from him and give it to you? Because you want it?
Because he took it from me.
Okay.
Because he took it from me. Because he wants all the control of my kid. And I just want to be with him. That's
And
it.
they're allowing you to be with him. They're just really
They're
trying to
not
control it
allowing
together.
me. I'm just here because it's the only way to be with him. You know? Because here they don't have an option. Inside the airport, they're gonna leave me. They leave me on the road. Do you don't think they don't care? They don't care. They really don't care. They leave me.
Okay,
they
well,
leave me with the cops.
like I
they
said,
leave
if
me on
he's
the
got
road.
equal rights to property, whether it's a passport or kid's property or whatever, then
Okay,
I
if you-
can't
if you-
take it
if
from
you-
him.
if you want-
I can't take it from him to give to somebody else. I can't do that. That's because it's his. It's because of his son's. It's his
So
also.
okay, Namas, I
All
just
right.
want to know if I
Where do you live? Like, where do you guys live? You guys live in Mexico?
Mexico
Okay.
City, yes.
Okay.
if I have it, you cannot give it to him. That's what you're trying me to say. If he wants to give it to me, it's because of he wants to. But no, you cannot do it. Okay, I
Right.
understand.
I mean, you understand legally I can't do that. That's what I'm getting at. Okay. But
I got it. I just. Okay, I got it.
right.
I got it.
The mom's done with the statement.
Did she write it every other line so it can be translated, or did she write it?
She read in English.
I'll take a look. What is that saying? She grabbed my hands and harmed
my arms.
harmed your arms? Okay. Do you want fire rescue? Do you want to get checked out by firefighters? Are you okay? You sure? Okay. All right. So for me, can you just sign that you do swear to it? Okay. Now, and if you do want to testify and prosecute criminally, initial there.
Is it mandatory or is
It's up to her.
You have to come back to the States.
Yes, you have to come
She
back.
has to fly back here to testify in court.
Okay, so yeah, that's fine. And just initial. But it's still domestic, it doesn't matter. You want to write a statement?
not really, but just
You don't have to write a statement, it is up to you, but you're saying that she started it? She put her hands on her first? Okay. So again, you're saying she started the physical altercation that took place at the airport?
yeah,
Okay.
physical and verbal words.
Okay. All right. Because I know you guys had something going on over there and then over
And
here.
everything is gets set on camera, so the one over there and the one over
Does
here.
she have any, mental disabilities?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's called in Spanish síndrome disfórico premenstrual, which is
Do you understand that?
no, because
What is it? You can say it in Spanish.
tiene temas mentales, Regina,
Yeah.
tiene depresión, tiene
Tu esposa.
ataques de ansiedad, y tiene una cosa que se llama
Okay.
síndrome disfórico
Anxiety,
premenstrual.
all that stuff.
Okay.
Here we go. I'll take it. Come on. Hold on.
No, they cannot take my kid. They
Okay,
can't.
is that his kid?
Yeah, that's my
Okay,
kid.
so your kid and his kid, right? Okay, so he has the rights to your kid as well. We're still
Me too.
What?
For me too.
It's joint, right? It takes two people. So you're the mom, he's the dad, right?
In the passport, they come a picture.
We don't do anything when it comes to the password. Do you understand? She could do that real quick. Just want to get the kid out of here.
No, can I go to that flight? I
No, they don't want you on the plane. So you're gonna have to find another route, another way to get to Mexico.
I don't want my mother-in-law to be with that
come on,
kid.
let's go ahead.
They're gaslighting me.
Relax.
Don't
Ma'am,
fight.
listen,
We'll leave the bag on.
we are trying to be calm with you. You need to listen to us. Do you understand? Don't touch me. Grab her arm, please. Don't tense up. We can do that outside. Let's just. We'll grab that outside.
Kid is with the dad.
Is there a car on this level or on the?
I'm on one.
¿Por qué?
Porque tú agrediste. Ya vieron el video. So.
¿Es en serio?
Sí, mira. Esta cámara aquí.
Sí, te lo prometo, yo la estaba abrazando para que ella no me hiciera más daño. Ven mi brazo.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
We'll do the searching and everything outside. You guys good? Got everything you need?
He's gonna transfer him.
Okay. Okay. All right, let's go. You gotta get in the car.
I am going to yell.
Yes, ma'am, you are. Let's go this way.
Yes, yes.
Yep. Sit in the car. It's gonna be a little uncomfortable, but you'll be okay.
Graham versus Connor, decided in 1989, requires that use of force be judged from the officer's perspective at the moment, not with hindsight. Officers faced an increasingly agitated subject with mental illness in a high-security airport terminal. Their decision to arrest was reasonable. The force used was minimal, soft hand control without strikes, takedowns, or weapons. This represents appropriate proportionality. Both parents had equal custodial rights. Without a court order, neither could unilaterally control the child's passport or travel arrangements. The Orlando police officers receive a B+. They correctly applied Florida's primary aggressor statute and used appropriate minimal force. However, given the disclosed psychiatric conditions, requesting a crisis intervention team officer would have provided specialized mental health expertise. The female subject receives a D. Physical evidence, witness testimony, and injury patterns clearly established her as the aggressor. Her continued escalation after police arrival and refusal of reasonable alternatives demonstrated poor judgment throughout. The father receives a B-. While he cooperated appropriately, bringing someone with known anxiety disorders to an airport without mental health support showed poor planning, particularly after law enforcement had already responded to their hotel 2 hours earlier. Continuing with travel demonstrated questionable judgment. The grandmother receives a C+. She was a legitimate victim who cooperated fully, but incomplete footage prevents evaluation of her role in family dynamics. 3 critical lessons emerge from this case. First, mental health crises require professional intervention, not family-only management. Second, when law enforcement responds once to a domestic situation, continuing high-stress activities without resolution invites further crisis. Third, officers must balance compassion for mental illness with enforcement of law. Mental health provides context, not immunity. For families, crisis planning prevents crisis response. Know your loved one's triggers and have professional support in place before travel. For law enforcement, crisis intervention team training and mental health partnerships are essential tools in modern policing, not optional extras. For the legal system, first-time domestic battery offenders with documented mental illness should be evaluated for diversion programs, emphasizing treatment over incarceration. This case demonstrates that even legally justified arrests can represent systemic failures when mental health resources are inadequate or underutilized. Let us know if there is an interaction or legal topic you would like us to discuss in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to check out our second channel, Street Bodycam, for even more police interaction and courtroom content.